If you're a Ravens fan, an NFL fan, you just want Lamar Jackson to get through a game like this. The weather should be fine. You just want to get through a game. You can get your record for the most rushing yards for a quarterback in NFL history in a single season. Get the win. You're a 16.5-point favorite. And that allows Lamar Jackson to rest a little bit more, because I do think that there's some load management that will go on with the Ravens as we inch closer to the end of the regular season. He's had a lot of wear and tear on the body. He's been great as a passer, obviously great as a running quarterback. But I do think the defenses, once you get into the postseason, are going to change their philosophy on him, because it's going to be worth 15 yards to hit him. And I think a lot of defenses, they're not used to seeing this. I mean, we've had pockets where you've had quarterbacks who've come in, and, when Colin Kaepernick came in, like, when is he a runner? When is he still a passer? When can I hit him? When can I not hit him? Michael Vick going back, RG3, even Cam Newton. But Lamar Jackson's different than all of those quarterbacks. But I do think that how you protect him, can you protect him? And the fact that you had Earl Thomas, the defensive back, he's already out in front of this. They started their propaganda. They started their campaign just to remind the officials, hey, make sure you protect the league MVP. Don't you do this with Tom Brady? You should be doing this with Lamar Jackson. Well, it's easier to protect Brady because he stays in the pocket. It's harder with Lamar Jackson. When he does get out, if I'm a defensive player, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I want you hitting him every single time he becomes a runner. Or you think he's becoming a runner. Because when he has that play fake, I don't know if you have the ball or not. I can plead ignorance there. I mean, I would have a clean hit on him, but I would make sure that whenever he takes off, he knows that he's going to get hit. Now, easier said than done. If you've seen some of the footage where he's faking guys out where they don't even get a hand on him, but I'm going to assume you're a runner. But I do think that this will be an issue in the postseason of how he's officiated. And I do applaud the Ravens and Earl Thomas of getting out in front of this just to remind the officials, keep this in mind when Lamar's running the football. Yes, McLovin.
I think you are allowed to hit him even if he does hand the ball off, because they hit Mark Ingram every time he play fakes to him. They changed the rule. Just think about it. He fakes a handoff, then the defense always tackles Ingram when he doesn't have the ball.
Oh, no, I'm definitely hitting him because we've already seen that the element of deception with his ability to be able to look like he's putting the ball in or taking it out. He has it, he doesn't have it. I can just say to the official, I don't know if he has it or not. So
I really think they don't know. They are so confused on that option, especially with Ingram, who's good at selling it too.
When in doubt, hit him. Yes, Paul.
Yeah, I looked it up about a year and a half ago. The NFL tweaked a little bit. Once you enter that run option mode where the football is in flux, you're not sure who it is, you're not a passer at that point. Even at the point where you're disengaging from the running back, you could be considered almost like a runner when you don't have the ball. You could be hit.
Well, I'm definitely going to put a helmet on him, but I do think that the Ravens, I understand what they're doing, and it makes sense, certainly when you get to the postseason, because there will be a defense that is going to go after you. And, what I've heard from Earl Thomas is, hey, they're going after his legs. I would love for Earl to say, in the Niners game, we noticed they did this, or whatever, in the Kansas City game. Give me some examples here. Don't just say that they're going after his legs. If you have examples, great. Then I think the NFL would really be interested in hearing about this. I can't go for his head. We know that as a quarterback. But it gets tricky when you're in the pocket. Like with Roethlisberger, it felt like the officials would give him the benefit of the doubt of extending a play. But then you'd have other quarterbacks where it didn't feel like they were giving you the same benefit there. I mean, famously, Eli should have been called in the grasp in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. I mean, he's not a mobile quarterback. He doesn't extend plays. If you could ever have called in the grasp, that was when you needed to call in the grasp. Cam Newton, you give him a little bit more leeway there because of the kind of player he is. Like, I have to factor in your style in what is in the grasp, and am I protecting you? Or am I doing a disservice by blowing the whistle early? And I think that's going to be the tricky part with Lamar Jackson. It's the same thing with Cam Newton and the same thing with Ben Roethlisberger. They extend a play. Russell Wilson, they extend a play. So I'm going to give you a little bit more leeway, but I could also be putting you in harm's way in this, at the same time.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.